What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to talk about some purple Digimon. I'm afraid we had to take a little bit of a break from reveals over the weekend for various family boring reasons, but we're back now, ladies and gentlemen, and you know the deal. For the next few days we're probably going to still be having double Digimon videos. There's no real outright plan to have to do 2 Digimon videos a day, but while the news is as fervent as it is right now, oh, you better believe that we are going to keep doing 2 Digimon videos a day. And we are talking purple Digimon today, so let's start off with a couple that were revealed over on the Twitter. And shout out to the usual people, Ensan Gaming on the Facebook and DigimonCard.dev for translations, images, things of that nature. And we might as well start off with Soundbirdmon. Soundbirdmon's a weird Digimon. We've got a level 3 Digimon, 3 cost to play normally, standard, 0 cost to Digivolve, standard, 1000 power, extremely low. So there must be a reason it's only got 1000 power, and there is. It's got a really nice skill. When attacking, you may trash 1 option card from your hand to gain 1 memory. And what's really weird about this is, has anyone spotted what this makes every option card of yours turn into? It literally takes every option card in your deck and turns it into Hammer Spark. Because if we look at Hammer Spark is a 0 cost card, i.e. to play it, all you do is discard it from your hand, you don't pay any memory, but you gain a memory. Now, to be fair, Hammer Spark does have that really nice security skill, whereby when it comes out as a security card, you gain 2 memory, but outside of that, it just turns everything into Hammer Spark, and Hammer Spark is a good card, and Hammer Spark sees a bunch of play, though the security skill is part of that. And I don't know how much I love this. Because on the one hand, it gives you multiple Hammer Spark, and that's really good. But on the other hand, Digimon is not a card game where you're really looking to empty out your hand, like some other games where you're drawing at the end of your turn until you got X cards in hand. That's not Digimon. So sometimes it'll be worth it. Sometimes you have an option card that, because of the board state, is not particularly playable, and this will allow you to get some value out of it, which is nice. Because, again, you don't use option cards for resources generally in this game, so it's not like you need to save them. And it's alright, but I don't know how much I love this. You know, when we're talking about option cards in Digimon, we've got things like Lilithmon that will allow you to recover your option cards, which is really nice. And then when you play it, you can gain 2 memory, which is also really nice. We've got cards that can really take advantage of option cards. And maybe you play this in a Lilithmon deck. Maybe this is a way to get some extra memory in the early game. But bearing in mind, this is an attacking skill on a 1000 power Digimon. So not only are you trashing an option card from your hand, you are giving up Soundbirdmon. The only way you don't give up Soundbirdmon here is if you attack your opponent's security stack and hit an option card or a tamer, although some option cards will still be able to destroy you. So I'm undecided on this one. I like the early game boost in terms of memory, and certainly you could play this in a Rookie Rush deck, but then again you'd have to play a bunch of purple option cards instead of other rookies, which I'm not sure you'd want to do. And you just end up in a really awkward situation where you're losing a Digimon and you're losing an option card, and I don't know how often that's going to be worth it. Now, Devimon, I like very much indeed. Devimon, we got a level 4 Digimon. We got a 6 cost to play normally, which for level 4 Digimon is about right, slightly on the higher end, but not offensive. A 2 cost to Digivolve, which is standard, and 5000 power, which, meh. I mean, the 6 cost with the 5000 power is generally the wrong way round. That does make it on the more expensive and on the weaker side, but it's certainly not the end of the world. We will get over it, because we got a really nice skill here. It's Digiburst 2. Now that means that you do need to discard 2 Digivolution sources from this Digimon. And do remember that as a level 4, that means you must have gone level 2, level 3, level 4, and then you trash the 2 and 3 to activate the skill. But you delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. And okay, fine, it has to be a level 3. It's not going to work with anything else. but you just get to delete a Digimon. And even though it might not give you the most options here, in terms of what you're allowed to get rid of, I think the fact that you can just get rid of one is huge. I mean, it might be something like Tumon there, which is a level 3 Digimon, that says your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer effects. So Tumon comes along here and it's really annoying. Well, here it's a level 3 that you can take out. But the fact of the matter is, you might just look at your opponent and they're having a slow start. They've only got one level 3 down, so you take it out. Or it might be that they've got a multicolored deck, but they've only got one red Digimon, so you take it out, or whatever. It's not phenomenal in terms of I can take out any Digimon I like. You're not taking out Omnimon with this skill. But what you might be doing is taking out the only Digimon that your opponent can currently Digivolve up into Omnimon and putting the emergence of Omnimon back by a turn. And that might be enough. That might be enough to just turn around and win you the game right there and then. And for that, I love it. Again, you've got a lot of level 4s at this stage. There's a lot of competition coming out. I mean, not in set 4. This is the only level 4 purple we've seen in set 4, but there will be more. And the fact of the matter is, this takes out a Digimon. And whether it's a Digimon like Tumon with a skill, a Digimon that's going to evolve up in the future and cause a problem, or just you're against Rookie Rush, so you take out one of their level 3s, and then you attack to take out another level 3, and now all of a sudden you're taking out 2 Digimon with Devamon during your turn, rather than the usual one. Even though it's not this powerful skill that can take out anything, there are so many times during the game where just taking out one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon is just going to give you a huge advantage, that it is something we kind of have to take pretty gosh darn seriously. Now, moving up a little bit more into a slightly higher Digimon here, we can take a look at the level 6 Anubismon. And loving the whole Egyptian theme going on here. Love the artwork, although the artwork in this game is absolutely spectacular generally. And what we've got is an 11 cost to play normally, which is standard. 3 cost to Digivolve, which is standard for a level 6. That's what the vast majority cost. 10,000 power. Well, I keep telling you the average for level 6 so far is 11. So coming in with 10,000 power means that we do have a generally weaker Digimon, which is a little bit sad. But we've got 2 skills here, which hopefully will make it up a little bit. When Digivolving, you may play a level 3 Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. And we've seen so many purple Digimon that can basically do this. And option cards and all of that. Playing weak little Digimon normally, or not even normally is definitely the wrong word. Playing them extra using skills like this is just something that we see so much more here with purple than we do in other colours. But the interesting thing that I see here is that it does not say play skills don't activate. Now, I wouldn't get terribly excited straight off the bat here, because level 3 purple Digimon with play skills are just not generally what we see. Skills that activate when they are deleted, yes, that's pretty standard. Inheritable skills, yeah. We just saw Sound Birdmon with an attacking skill. But I cannot think off the top of my head, and I'm having a little bit of a search on digimoncard.dev here, just to try and make sure I haven't missed anything. But I think the only play skill we've got is Dracmon. Now, Dracmon is one of the ones that came around in the purple starter deck, and when you play it, you may return one option card from your trash to your hand that has a play cost of exactly 1 or 7. Yes, I know that's weirdly specific. And I think Dracmon is the only level 3 purple that's actually got a play skill. But then again, it does have a play skill. It's a fairly nice play skill. So having the option here of being able to play that and then get that option card back when you Digivolve into Anubismon, that's a pretty cool thing. Now, having said that, there are others we've got in terms of level 6 Digimon that let you take a weak Digimon and just play it for free. We can look at Metal Garurumon. When you attack, you may play a purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost, which seems pretty gosh darn good. And that is every time you attack, not just when you evolve, which makes a pretty significant difference. Although that does stop play skills coming in. And then you got Piedmon, that when you play it, you may play 2 level 4 or lower purple Digimon from your trash without paying their costs. Though again, play skills don't activate. And that is 2, but it is just when you play it, and that is play, not Digivolve. That is to say, you've got to actually pay the 12 to play it normally, which might end up being a little bit too expensive. I don't know. My point here is, we've got other level 6s, and just looking at this first skill, I don't think I'm playing it over Metal Garurumon. But there is a second skill. When your Digimon are played from your trash, those Digimon gain haste. That is to say, they can attack on the turn they're played. Oh. Well, that is a reason to play it over Metal Garurumon, but it's also a very strong reason to play it with Metal Garurumon. Make no mistake about it, this is a redonkulous skill, ladies and gentlemen. This is an absolutely redonkulous skill. Because Purple have got a whole bunch of ways to play Digimon from the trash. And now, all of a sudden, you're giving me a way to give all of them haste? Now, don't get me wrong, when you play Anubismon, you play 1 level 3 Digimon, and then you've got haste, so you can attack with it right away. And while we're here, please remember you've got stuff like Tapermon with deletion skills. And something like Tapermon here is going to be absolutely amazing. Because essentially, what you do is you Digivolve into Anubismon, you grab Tapermon back. It's a level 3, that's fine. You then have haste, so you can attack with it straight away. It's got 2,000 power, it's going to get deleted, but hopefully it'll take down a security card with it, so you're fine. Oh yeah, and because you're getting deleted almost certainly when you attack, you also get to draw a card. So you essentially Digivolve up into Anubismon, take out a security card, and draw a card. That seems pretty good to me. Then, of course, don't forget you've got the combo with the aforementioned Metal Garurumon. You attack, you get a level 3, you get to use it straight away. Piedmon, technically you have the combo, but remember, there's a hard cap of memory of 10. The most memory you're going to have is 10. So if you play Piedmon, you get to play a couple of Digimon, and they will have haste, but it will definitely be your opponent's turn, so that makes it somewhat entirely irrelevant. And then we got option cards like Nailbone. Now, Nailbone is one that we looked at the other day from the starter deck, and I think this makes Nailbone a billion times better. Nailbone lets you play a purple level 3 and purple level 4 Digimon from your trash without paying the memory, but it's a 7 cost card, and I said, well, you know, most of the time, honestly, I'd rather just pay the memory. Most of the time, that's what I'm going to pay for a level 3 and a level 4. But now you're telling me that both those Digimon come in with haste, and my opinion on Nailbone changes dramatically. And let's face it, right? Purple is going to keep doing this. Purple is going to keep having these cards and these skills that let you play a Digimon from your trash. That's kind of what they do. That is pretty much the main skill of purple Digimon decks. And now you're telling me that all those Digimon gain haste? Anubismon could be huge, like could be genuinely huge. And now we need to keep an eye out, so to speak. We need to keep an eye out for any of these Digimon and option cards that are going to allow you to play from the trash, because all of a sudden they just got so much better. I am genuinely kind of psyched for this. Also, if you're playing a level 4 from the trash, might I suggest Devamon? Because remember that Devamon's got vengeance. Which means that you can essentially attack straight away and take another Digimon down with you. Cannot be the only one that thinks that sounds like fun. So a couple of little purple Digimon here, which look kind of fun, but they're not going to set the world on fire. And then a level 6, which looks like it could be absolutely huge. But I'd like to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy. That's where we talk Digimon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.